Everything I do gonna be funky.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the County Prep Radio Show. I'm your host, Adam Hassan. We're going to be here today and give you a daily dose of everything you need to know that's going on. So today, we're going to go into our first segment, historical events. So Leo here, you want to give us some thoughts on that?
And now, a word from our sponsor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
One-on-one historical perspectives.
So a pipeline is being built that will run through the fields in North Dakota to Illinois, crossing the Missouri and the Mississippi rivers, as well as part of Lake Oahe, which is near the Standing Rock Indian Reservation. A protest began against this pipeline due to the negative environmental impact the pipeline can cause, and also because it disrespects the land that the Native Americans consider to be sacred. This decision to build a pipeline to such land indicates the lower status that the Native Americans got out of their genocide and being pushed off their lands when America tried to expand westward. There's also been reports that the protesters have been treated violently by the police, such as one incident where three of the protesters were bitten by attack dogs.
So wait, so what do they want to, so what are they trying to do with the pipeline? They're trying to remove it?
They're trying to build one.
Oh, they're trying to build
Yeah.
one. Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess people have a right to be mad, especially, the Native Americans, because, we more or less took their land.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would understand, too, if, someone wanted to come through my house and build a giant pipeline. Like, that's not cool.
Don't forget when, hundreds of years ago when technically America moved the Native Americans out westward, and now they're trying to build a pipeline again. It's like it's all over again. It's like history being remade.
Yeah, it's like repeating itself, and that's not a good sign because, things weren't so great back then.
No.
But, yeah, like, I can understand if people want to protest, but I don't know. If it's a government-led thing, we as the people can't really do a lot about
Can't
it,
do much,
which,
no.
unfortunately sucks. But thanks, Leo, on that segment. So now we're going to talk about conspiracy theories. That's our next segment. So Abigail, she's going to talk about that.
I have worldly conspiracy theories. There's a crazy one that I didn't even know about. There's depopulation. Have you heard about it?
I know what it is, but
It sounds familiar.
It's like some people are saying that the people in power, like the Illuminati, they're planning depopulation on a mass of global scale. Like there's
like killing people.
well, yeah.
Cool.
There's this mysterious Georgia guidestone. It says maintain humanity under 5 million in perpetual balance with nature. And as of right now, there's 7 billion people in the world. So they're trying to eliminate some people. I don't know. It was. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel like
that's
if they're going to, depopulate people, it wouldn't be obviously by mass murders. It'd be
No. There's
there's
many ways to do it.
Yeah.
That are you wouldn't even imagine. There's deadly drugs, viruses
exactly.
like AIDS, stuff like that.
It'd be mostly diseases.
That's pretty
Yeah.
freaky. I mean, if it were to be real,
I know.
I don't know. That's it would be definitely. I think people could catch on. We aren't that dumb to not
Yeah.
notice. 2 million people dying.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, I think that there's stuff that the government hides from from us.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I don't think
And as
everyone-
already, there's a bunch of
everyone
things
thinks
they
that.
hide, so it's not surprising. Well, there's another one about the Pearl Harbor being allowed to occur. Did you know about that?
no.
Never heard about it. It was saying that that President Roosevelt and other U.S. officials already knew that Japan was going to attack, and they let it happen because they wanted more American citizens to participate in World War II.
Yeah, like a reason to get
Yeah,
into it. 'Cause
exactly.
That's what dragged this in.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it kind of sounds even like the same with like the whole Bush knew about 9/11
Exactly.
thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
It's like it's unavoidable, that these kinds of like ideas and stuff. But yeah, thanks Abigail for conspiracy theories. So now we're gonna talk about our spotlight. Jose is gonna talk about that after this music break.
Everybody's got a little light under the sun, under the sun, under the sun, under the sun. Red light, neon light, stop light. Red light.
All right, Jose. So let's talk about the spotlight today.
Alright, I have like something serious to talk about. It's I don't know if you guys heard about the plane crash.
yeah, and Brazilian soccer team.
Yes, the plane was going to Colombia for their final their final attempt to win the Copa, and they 5 days ago before the crash, they were celebrating because they just made it to the finals. They were excited. And Monday late afternoon, the jet ran out of fuel and crashed, and it killed 77 people that were on board, and only 3 survived, which were a journalist and two people that had to deal with the team. But the journalist wasn't part of the team, obviously. He was just a journalist. But what caused the plane to crash was, what, like I said, the jet fuel it ran out. But what made me think was, how do you run out of jet fuel and not check?
How do you let that happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. Like, they make so many planes delayed just because of that simple fact that like simple
Exactly.
airports, and then especially
doesn't
even for
just happen.
especially even for a soccer team,
And the
Yeah.
fact that it's a big soccer team, it's not like a regular flight. It's a huge soccer team, so you have to be careful with all that. You have to check the jet fuel. You have to check everything that's going on with the plane. Make sure it's all right.
Yeah, no, it's like it's really a shame because like I even saw one guy, he survived the crash,
Yeah.
but he he died like later on, I guess because of his wounds. So and like I even saw like he had just found out like a month before he was gonna be a dad. Like yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. So it's really a shame. And even like I don't know if you guys ever heard of the movie Alive.
Yeah.
It's the same almost
thing.
the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really like it's freaky.
Oh
You
my
know, just
God.
you never know what's like gonna happen with that.
Yeah.
Also, they're supposed to have 30 minutes of jet fuel, 30 minutes worth of jet fuel, and they did not have it. Just in case, it's just for in case of an emergency. If something like that is supposed to happen, they use that, but they did not have the 30 minutes worth of jet fuel in it, and that's what led to the crash. And obviously, they figured out what led to the crash, because if a plane's going to crash, it's going to explode because of the jet fuel.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it did not explode, and it just landed into the forest.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't add up.
yeah, it's a shame. Well, thanks, Jose, for our spotlight. So now here's a song from one of our very own County Prep alumni. The song's called "Pick Your Poison" by Alexia Velasquez.
You're so sweet, eyes are warm, skin is clear. I bet you never done anything wrong, smile so bright. Perfect life, beauty out of sight. I don't think I can do you right. Don't you see, life is just a play with no rehearsals. Every person has their own struggles. Act the scene the way that you're supposed to. Just be true to me. He said, pick your poison. I said, pick yours too. mindset right. Majestic light. I just can't get you off my mind. You give me repeated pleasant dreams about my future and how great it will be once you're with me. Don't you see? Life is just a play with no rehearsals. Every person thinks of their life lovers. Feed my mind with the music in love letters. Just be true to me. He said, pick your poison. I said, pick yours too. He thinks that I'm an angel, but my fire needs no fuel. I said, pick your potion. He said, pick yours too. 'Cause what you see out here is not how I will be with you. Don't you see? Life is just a play with no rehearsals. Every person has their own struggles. Act the scene the way that you're supposed to. Just be true to me. Hey, he said, pick your poison. I said, pick yours too. Pick yours too. He thinks that I'm an angel, but my fire needs no fuel. I said, pick your potion. He said, pick yours too. 'Cause what you see out here is not how I will be with you, baby. Pick your poison. I said, pick yours too. He thinks that I'm an angel, but my fire needs no fuel. I said, pick your potion. He said, pick yours too. 'Cause what you see out here is not how I will be with you, baby.
Welcome back to CP Radio. Once again, I'm your host, Adam. That song was Pick Your Poison by Alexia Velasquez. So now we're going to go right into our celebrity gossip of the week. So, Umberto, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, T.I.'s wife, Tiny, was spotted dancing with Floyd Mayweather, and T.I. and Tiny are married, obviously, but Floyd Mayweather and T.I. don't get along, and she was spotted dancing with him at a party, and that's his wife. Do you think that's, like, weird, or do you think that's, like, what do you think?
I think it's not right. I mean, like, that's T.I., that's his wife. I mean, I'd be pretty mad if, like, my wife was off dancing with a guy I don't like. Like, I wouldn't be too happy about that, you know what I'm saying?
Who would?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then Mariah Carey, you know, like I talked about her before, and she just got divorced, and she's going out with her backup dancer, and they were spotted in Hawaii, and she hired like paparazzi to take pictures of her and him, like pretending they were all happy. Do you think it was like for her husband, like her ex-husband, to see it and get jealous?
Yeah, and Nick Cannon posted about that too. He posted a picture of them too. Did you see that on Instagram? Yeah, so I think he peeped that it was intentional.
Yeah.
Probably.
And the fact that she would just hire somebody to take pictures of her and
it's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
her backup dancer.
CJ's shaking his head. It's weird.
And you know Jocelyn and Stevie J?
Yeah.
Well,
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, Love and Hip Hop. Well, she's pregnant, and he said that if it comes back that the baby's his, that he wants to have full custody, and he wants her to pay him child support.
It'll never happen.
I mean, I don't really watch that show, so like I'm really like not caught up to date on like how they are and all that. But I mean, if he thinks he needs it,
that's not right.
I don't know.
He just wants to take the child from her.
Like, yeah, if he's just doing it like out of spite, then yeah, that's not right.
He doesn't think the child is his, but they were like they were married at the time, so obviously it would be his child or whatever. But unless she was cheating, I don't know. But he was like that he wants a fraternity test, and that if it does pop up the baby's his, he wants the baby. and she was like, no, it's not happening. So like they're going back and forth. Yeah.
I don't know. It's if it's out of spite, then I get it's not. That's not cool. But
Yeah, that's not cool.
yeah. All right. Thanks, Berto, for that. About celebrity gossip. Now let's get into sports with Russell. He's gonna talk about that. So Russell, you want to get into it?
Yeah. So started off in the sports and NBA. The Hornets ended up coming over the Mavericks. The Bucks ended up coming over the Nets. The Grizzlies came up over the Magic. The Clippers came on a surprising win over the Cavaliers, and the Heat over the Jazz.
Surprised.
And then double overtime with his fourth triple-double. James Harden comes up with the win for the Rockets against the Warriors.
Harden. I think Harden's gonna get MVP this year. It's between him or Damian Lillard.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling
Westbrook?
you, they're both like the sickest players in the NBA right now.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook been getting it this year.
Averages-
Westbrook. Oh yeah, him too.
averages triple
Him,
doubles.
Lillard, and Harden, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna be like the top
That's-
3 for MVP.
Yeah.
Not even Steph, bro. Steph, he's good. I respect him, but he's
No. There's
He's
actually
not getting
rumors of
MVP
him
this year.
leaving for next year.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Steph will always have his spot, though.
He always have his spot, but KD came in. It looks like he's taking his.
Yeah.
KD,
the
man,
whole team.
dude, I lost all respect for Kevin Durant, bro.
Why?
I lost all respect because he left this team, man. You know, if he really wanted to win a championship, do it the right way with people that supported him, he would have stayed in OKC, man. And he went to Golden State with the money, with the power team.
But you can't blame that for him because the whole NBA, that's a money game right there.
It is.
Yeah, but then loyalty plays into it. Like you always got to be loyal to your team. It's just that's how it is.
They do
Unless
it.
they do you dirty.
Every
At the-
player wants a ring at the end.
Right, but
Yeah,
at
that's-
the end of the day, it's what's in his pockets.
Yeah.
He's still getting paid.
In the NFL, the Cowboys 11-1 against the Vikings. What you think about the Cowboys?
I don't like the Cowboys,
like-
man. I'm a
Yeah,
Giants
but-
fan.
Always.
I'm an Eagle, but Cowboys look like they're Super Bowl bound.
Nah, yeah, I heard they've been doing good this year, but
They have Ezekiel Elliott, supposed to be Rookie of the Season and MVP. We'll see.
all right, Russell. So thanks for that, Russ, on sports. And now let's get into some quick tips and relationship advice from Viv.
Okay, well, it's not much advice. It's just mostly like quick tips that I wrote in my notes. And the first one I think is like most important is like try not to lie like to your significant other. Like I feel like lying just causes so much more problems for one another. Like why do you have to lie? Like just tell the truth and it'll set you free. Even if you
Yeah.
feel like the other person is gonna get upset and all that. Like it is what it is. You did whatever you did.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I understand. Like you just gotta tell the
Yeah.
truth sometimes. Like even
Yeah.
at times you really don't want to. You just gotta do it because like if you lie, like for me personally, like if I am thinking about lying, like I have to think about like every possible outcome
Yeah,
and like
exactly.
what could happen out of that. So
And I
I'm just
mean,
like, nah, it's not worth the
Most
time.
people are like scared of hurting the other person's feelings, so they lie to like protect them, but then that's like a battle with yourself too. Like what do you think? Would you lie just to save someone else's spare their feelings?
It actually depends on the lie.
It
Yeah.
depends. If
It
it's
does.
Like
yeah.
sometimes, I mean, you tell a little lie just to save your
Yeah.
feelings, but then sometimes you got to keep it
Too
a
broad of a
hundred,
lie
you know.
is just too much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next one is keep communication open. I feel like if you just talk about how you feel, well, personally, like I don't really talk about how I feel at all, but I have learned that if you do, like it could save a lot of time with like arguing and trying to figure each other out and stuff. It'll save a whole lot less conflict if you just say what's on your mind. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it does, cause like, I don't know.
I don't see why not.
Bottled up like emotions aren't something like good to have in you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like picky, cause women sometimes you really can't do that all the times, you know.
Well, yeah, of course, because, again, you want to spare their feelings.
Right.
Right. Well, I think it should be open in general, though. Like, at least just say what's on your mind a little bit, so that, because you're hurting yourself at the end of the day too. Like, how are you?
Yeah, like
you're gonna be with someone. You should be able to,
You should be able to be happy and like not have to worry about
exactly.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's just good to like get it over with, get it out of the way, so you can go back to being happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My last tip is give and take. I feel like one person shouldn't always be the one like sacrificing everything just to make the other happy. Like you should always there should be a balance between that,
Yeah, even like I could say from like experience, it's not cool because then you just like feel like it just takes
being
a lot out of you.
taken advantage and taken for granted.
It's
definitely.
just it's not a good feeling to have,
Yeah. So always keep that in mind, to like consider one another's like feelings.
Yeah.
Good tips.
All right, well, thanks for those tips, Viv. So now I'm going to get into our last segment of the day. It's going to be overrated or underrated. So CJ, you want to get into that?
Okay, so with this week's topic is about Kanye West. And lately he's been all over the news.
Yeah.
Well, he's been in the hospital, and
Underrated.
I just want to know what you guys think about that whole
Underrated.
situation.
He's definitely overrated, man.
Underrated.
What?
Because everyone's saying he's going crazy because of this, because of that, but you guys don't see the big picture. This was the anniversary he lost his mother.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's underrated. I think it's just like him as a whole, his whole personification. He is overrated.
I think that's just Kanye, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's Kanye. Like, me personally, and I could say this, I would have paid good money to see that rant take place. That's like something legendary.
Yeah, that's history.
Yeah, that's like something like that will always be talked about, man.
Yeah.
And to be there actually seeing that, like, you may get mad at first, but like I saw a Kanye rant. Like, that's awesome. Kanye says some stupid stuff, man.
But what I think is overrated is the whole media coverage, because they're making it seem as if, this is not normal for a human being. You know what I mean?
And he's
going
out of the
crazy
hospital now, right?
Yeah. Spent 9 days, man.
Yeah.
9 nights.
And then didn't he say he wanted like studio equipment in his hospital room?
Yeah. He's asking for things like that, but
Yeah, he's definitely like, I understand he's going through a lot right now. He has the fashion line. He has like the tour. Well, what was the tour?
Yeah.
So like, he was really stressed out. And then like Russell said, it was the anniversary of his mom. So it's just like, it's a lot. I understand that, but like, maybe it wasn't the right place and time, to do that at a concert when, a lot of people went expecting a good Kanye show. So
they gave him a show, though.
Yeah, he did. All right, well, thanks, CJ, for overrated or underrated, this Kanye edition. So the bell's about to ring. It's Friday. I want to get out of here, so everyone, have a great weekend. I'm out.
Peace out.
See you later.
If music production is your passion, there's only one place in New Jersey where you can become AVID certified. iTech Audio Studios. If you're serious about learning music production the way the pros do it and you're ready to get paid, iTech Audio Studios offers courses in MIDI, Logic Studio, Pro Tools, and much more. Bottom line, iTech Audio Studios is the best school for music production in New Jersey. Find out why today. Go to itechaudio.com.